Hey, good afternoon, everybody. KB5 MIQ Big Boy. We'll do a quick follow up to yesterday's video. One, I want to make a correction. Somebody pointed it out to me, and I appreciate it. I have a family inherited issue that I like to refer to as talking dyslexia. And I'm getting worse as I get older about it, calling people by the wrong name, getting numbers transposed. My dad, for instance, if he ever tells you how much gas is, you better add $1 to it. For some reason, he drops $1 off of it every time. We've got a cat here that I call my oldest daughter's name half the time. And in my video yesterday, I was talking about the 10-meter band, and I said it run to 29.9, and I didn't mean that. I always keep my band playing here because I constantly check it when I'm on the radio. The 10-meter band ends at 29.7. So that was my mistake. I appreciate the person for pointing it out to me. Next thing, we had a 10-meter roundtable last night, and had a really good one and had something really aggravating happen. But in a way, when the aggravating thing happened, we QSY'd to another frequency, and that's where we made most of our contacts at. We had 6 check-ins last night from around the country in our roundtable, which is all y'all think, wow, that's not many check-ins. Well, it's a pretty good bit for 10 meters at night, because usually a 10-meter band notoriously about going out about dark. But the great thing about these contacts is we're glad anybody checks in with us. We don't hold a private net or anything like that. We urge people to check in with us. Jeff and I, HKV, have done this since I first got licensed in '91, back in the heyday of 10 meters years ago. We was younger, we'd sit up later than we do now. Usually about 8:45, I'm about 8:30, I'm ready to get off the radio at night. But like I said, we had 6 check-ins, but the great thing about 6 of those check-ins, hey, ham radio cat, Aaron, old buddy, #1 fan, I hope you feeling better. Glad to talk to your dad last night. He said you was feeling better. Here's old ham radio cat today. 3 of those 6 check-ins were techs. And I looked at their license detail on QRZ, they was everywhere from a year to 4-year license techs, which that's good. Getting these younger new hams on low bands. That's great. We look forward to people checking in with us every night. We always enjoy that. We hold that roundtable Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday nights from 7:30 Central Standard Time till 8, 8:30, 8:45. Nobody's checking in. We're usually done talking ourselves by 8:15 or so. But last night people kept checking in with us, and we stayed up a little longer on it. Which brings me to my second part, the bad part of last night. I've been a licensed ham since '91. The only other incident I've had before last night with a bootlegger or a pirate was years ago on an old school 2-meter VHF packet. A guy popped up on my screen one day and he said, well, this is not my call sign. I'm borrowing this call sign till I get mine in. And I told him, and a bunch of other people got to get off the air. You're not licensed. You can't do that. And he did. Which, honest mistake. Probably thought he could. No harm, no foul. He'd already passed his ticket, just didn't have his call yet. So, last night, different story. W5DLX, Cody, and myself had just started a little round table, and HKV hadn't got in there yet. And we're talking, and we hear somebody go, CQ, CQ, CQDX, and just stop. So I said, hey, station calling CQ. This is KB5MIQ. Hey, how you doing tonight? I said, I need your call sign. I didn't get it. I ain't got no call sign. This is Pirate Radio 622, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I said, you need to get off the air right now. If you're not a licensed amateur radio, you're on the wrong frequency. My frequency, you get off the air. Well, I kind of went against something I said not to do in some of my earlier videos. I kind of reverted back to my military net control voice, and we got a little hollering match, and I shouldn't have. Anyway, I didn't cuss him. I asked where he was at and told him how big I was when he told me to kiss his private parts. And I said, "Where are you at?" "I'm 6'8", 300 pounds. You tell me where you're at." And I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, ain't a thing I can do about it now. Well, not that I don't know if I'd have done anything if I'd have been driving range or not. And laugh about it now. I let it get under my skin last night. The funny thing, 535 DLX is texting me on my cell phone, "Hey man, let's QSY." He's laughing at me on the other end. The guy got so aggravated, he just started playing music. And he had a heck of a station. He was like 10 over on us. So he was probably running power. The band was open real good. So that's not allowed in amateur bands. I know there's some people out there that hang out at the edge of between 11 meters and amateur bands called freebanders or HFers or whatever. And you know what? As long as they stay out of the amateur bands, I really don't care what they do. I don't go down there in those bands and bother them, and I'm not going to. I know they don't need to be in the amateur bands causing interference. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how. It looks like to me if the FCC can start charging us for these licenses, they could get a little more active in getting that off the air. Not sure he even told me the truth where he was at. But I'll say this. If any of you guys know a pirate station and you're not friends with them, you don't know them, but you suspect there's a pirate, report them to the FCC. If you got a friend that's a pirate, go talk to him and tell him he either needs to get licensed so he can enjoy amateur radio with the rest of us or stay out of the amateur bands. That's the only answer I know. We're supposed to be a self-policing band. I can't police Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from Northeast Texas. It's aggravating, but maybe it was a blessing in disguise. We QSY'd up to a different frequency up higher in the novice portion of 10 meters, and that's where we made all our contacts at. Jeff come in there, HKV got on with us, and then we started had all kinds of people check in with us. And that's great, especially when I got to checking the logs, checking the QRZ pages on them, and seeing that they were techs. Most three of the 6 were techs. So that's good. We're glad to see them getting on the air. And I appreciate everybody who watches me, and I appreciate the comments. If I make a mistake, please tell me. I will gladly correct it. I should have picked up my band plan yesterday when I made this video, and I didn't think about it, and I don't know why I thought 29.9 was the band limit. I knew better, and I appreciate the man correcting me on that. I don't use a script doing these. It's all off the top of my head most of the time anyway. Band's a little dead today. I was fixing to try to make some contacts. I've been hearing some faint CQ calls. Kind of like it was yesterday, you're hearing 3 or 4 different people at the same time on the same frequency faint. That's just going to be a lot of interference stuff to work through. So I'm going to be on the station here a little while longer today anyway. But once again, I appreciate everybody who subscribed. If you got any questions, anything I can help you with, email me or leave me a comment. If you know a guy operating pirate stations, talk to them. Try to get them to stay out of the ham bands. If they're not going to quit being a pirate, they just need to get out of the ham bands. If they don't, if you know how to report them, report them. If somebody could give me any ideas how to report somebody across the country, I would. I don't think the FCC would pay a bit of attention if I'd have called them from Northeast Texas. So there's a guy who says he's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just told me to kiss his butt. So, and he's a pirate station. They'd probably laughed at me for calling him. So I don't really know what the answer is there. Like I said, that's first time I've ever had a phone conversation pirate other than that packet guy years ago. Once again, this KB5MIQ Big Boy. All you techs, get on the low bands if at all possible. Everybody have a great day. 73.